Okay, you guys, so many juicy and rich revelations just from the book of Judges. Okay, so Judges chapter 16 verses 4 through 6 is when Samson gets betrayed by Delilah. So this is actually a direct parallel to the betrayal of Jesus Christ. Now I say parallel, but let's look at that a little bit deeper. Basically, you see the coming and the telling and the signs of the coming of the Son of Man, of Jesus the Christ, throughout almost every single story, if not every single story, every single happening within the Bible, every single person. Even King David made psalms about Jesus Christ literally being on the cross. Like literally they were prophetic. So like we see Jesus Christ translate throughout all of the Old Testament until he comes. Because tell me why. Delilah betrayed Samson to the Philistines. Delilah gave Samson over to the Philistines for 1,100 pieces of silver. And that's why I said Judges chapter 16 verses 4 through 6. 1,100 pieces of silver, which is verse 5 specifically. So in verse 5 of verses 4 through 6, Delilah is offered 1,100 pieces of silver, and she takes it to give away his ultimate secret. Now, what did Judas do? He betrayed Jesus Christ for 30 pieces of silver. So we see that translation. And then here, get this. And then when Samson was betrayed, when his locks were cut, we see that he now is literally taken into the enemy camp. He's placed in prison, which is very similar to Jesus Christ being taken into like kind of like enemy or sinner. He's literally been given over into the hands of sinners, which is what the Philistines were to the Israelites, God's set apart and chosen people, which is why they weren't like, which is why it was very heavy. Like you get stoned to death for intermingling with them type of stuff in Old Testament. So we see that, but then we also see that in Samson's final moments and like hours, it says that he killed more men than he did in his death, or as he died, than he did while he was alive. Now this is a direct like parallel to Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ saved more men, more people in his death than he did while he was alive walking with us. Because y'all, in order for the salvation of mankind to be complete, he had to die. So like, do we see that parallel? Like, do you see it or do you see it?